Saint Peter is one of the most important and influential figures in the history of Christianity. Known as one of the closest disciples of Jesus, he played a central role in the early Christian community and is remembered for his leadership, his deep faith, and his powerful personal journey. His story is not only about spiritual devotion but also about transformation, courage, and responsibility. Over time, his life became closely connected with the city of Rome, a place that would grow into the very heart of the Christian world. Through his legacy, generations have come to understand how faith, even when tested, can shape history in lasting ways. Peter was originally named Simon. He was a fisherman who lived near the Sea of Galilee, in the region of ancient Israel. Fishing was an essential part of life in that area, and Simon worked alongside his brother Andrew. Their days were long and often difficult, spent casting nets, repairing equipment, and navigating the waters. Life was simple and rooted in routine, shaped by the rhythms of nature and the needs of survival. Like many people of his time, Simon likely never imagined that his life would one day influence millions across the world. According to the Gospel accounts, Simon first encountered Jesus while working near the lake. In a moment that would change the direction of his entire life, Jesus called him to leave his nets and follow him. This invitation was not just about changing occupations, it was a call to a completely new way of life. Without fully knowing what lay ahead, Simon chose to follow. This decision marked the beginning of a journey that would lead him far beyond the shores of Galilee and into a role of great spiritual importance. Jesus later gave Simon the name Peter, which means rock. This name carried a powerful symbolic meaning. It represented strength, stability, and the role Peter would play in the formation of the community of believers. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus speaks of Peter as a foundation upon which the community would be built. This moment is often understood as the beginning of Peter's leadership within the early church. The name itself reflects both a calling and a responsibility that would unfold over time. Peter quickly became one of the most prominent members of the group of disciples. He was present at many of the most important moments in the life of Jesus and often spoke on behalf of the others. The Gospels describe him witnessing key events such as the Transfiguration, where Jesus revealed a glimpse of his divine nature, and many teachings delivered to crowds across the region. Peter's presence in these moments highlights his closeness to Jesus and his importance among the followers. Despite his strong faith and devotion, Peter was not without flaws. His story includes moments of doubt, fear, and human weakness. One of the most well-known episodes occurred during the arrest of Jesus. Faced with fear and uncertainty, Peter denied knowing Jesus 3 times. This moment is significant because it shows that even those who are closest to faith can struggle under pressure. However, it also highlights something deeper. After these events, Peter experienced deep sorrow and reflection. His regret led to a renewed commitment, demonstrating that failure can be followed by growth and transformation. After the resurrection of Jesus, Peter emerged as a central leader among the disciples. The book of Acts describes him preaching to large crowds, guiding new believers, and helping to establish the foundations of the early Christian community. His words carried conviction and clarity, and many people were moved by his message. Through his leadership, the early church began to grow and organize itself, forming communities centered on shared faith and mutual support. As the message of Christianity spread, Peter traveled to different regions to strengthen believers and share the teachings of Jesus. These journeys were not always easy. Travel in the ancient world was difficult and often dangerous. Yet Peter remained committed to his mission, understanding the importance of spreading the message beyond its place of origin. His efforts contributed to the expansion of Christianity across different regions and cultures. According to ancient Christian tradition, Peter eventually traveled to Rome. At that time, Rome was the center of the Roman Empire, a city of immense power, influence, and cultural significance. It was a place where ideas could spread quickly and reach vast territories. By bringing the message of Christianity to Rome, Peter was helping position the faith at the center of the known world. This decision would have lasting consequences for the future of Christianity. In Rome, Peter continued teaching and guiding the growing community of believers. Despite the challenges and risks, he remained dedicated to his mission. The Christian community in Rome grew steadily, even in the face of opposition. During the reign of the Emperor Nero, Christians faced severe persecution. It was during this period that Peter was arrested. Tradition holds that Peter was sentenced to death by crucifixion. However, in a profound act of humility, he requested to be crucified upside down, stating that he did not consider himself worthy to die in the same manner as Jesus. This moment reflects the depth of his faith and his understanding of his role as a follower rather than an equal. Peter's presence and martyrdom in Rome had a lasting and powerful impact. Because he was seen as a foundational leader of the Christian community there, the church in Rome gained special importance. Over time, the leaders of the church in Rome came to be recognized as successors of Peter. This is one of the key reasons why the Pope, as the Bishop of Rome, is considered the spiritual successor of Saint Peter. It also explains why popes continue to reside in Rome. The city is not only historically important but also symbolically connected to the origins of church authority and leadership. One of the most famous places associated with Saint Peter is Saint Peter's Basilica in Rome. This remarkable church stands as one of the largest and most important religious buildings in the world. It was built over the site traditionally believed to be the burial place of Saint Peter. Over centuries, it has become a place of pilgrimage, drawing millions of visitors who come to reflect, pray, and connect with history. St. Peter's Basilica is not only a place of worship but also a symbol of continuity. It represents the link between the early Christian community and the global church that exists today. The grandeur of the structure, its architecture, and its artistic beauty all reflect the significance of Peter's legacy. Standing in that space, one can sense the depth of history and the enduring influence of his life. Rome itself grew into the central hub of Christianity for several reasons. Its political importance in the ancient world allowed ideas to spread widely. Its association with apostles like Peter gave it spiritual authority. Over time, it became the place where major decisions were made and where leadership was established. The presence of the Pope in Rome continues this tradition, maintaining a connection that stretches back to the earliest days of the Church. Saint Peter's legacy continues to be deeply meaningful. He is remembered as a leader who was not perfect but who grew through his experiences. His life reflects both human weakness and extraordinary faith. Through his story, believers see that transformation is possible and that even those who falter can rise to great responsibility. The story of Saint Peter reminds us that greatness does not come from perfection but from perseverance and commitment. His journey from a simple fisherman to a foundational leader of a global faith shows how ordinary lives can take extraordinary paths. His connection to Rome, the enduring presence of Saint Peter's Basilica, and the ongoing role of the papacy all serve as reminders of his lasting impact. Through history, his name has remained a symbol of faith, leadership, and the enduring power of belief. The life of Saint Peter remains a powerful reminder that a single decision, a single moment of courage, can lead to a legacy that lasts for generations. His story continues to inspire many, and generation upon generation are moved by his great zeal for Christ. Thanks for watching.